bit of an impromptu technology review, just not because it's new technology particularly, but more because I'm trying to use it at the moment and it's causing me large amounts of frustration. So first of all, I should tell you what I'm trying to do. I basically want to get a mobile phone to stream to about this area here. So I'm recording this video now using OBS on the screen in front of me. The idea being that I could talk to you into the camera, potentially see what I'm actually recording here on a bigger monitor, have my microphone down here, have my phone in my hand. I'm getting tangled up here. My phone in my hand, and get something which is like reasonably easy to put together. I basically don't want to spend ages in the post-production editing these videos together when it's all happening live anyway. Might as well record everything live as far as I'm concerned. If it's happening live, I can obviously edit out when I'm saying or all the time like I regularly do. And also coughing a lot. It appears that I save my coughs up for when I'm doing some recording. But anyway, I probably won't edit them out because I'm lazy. That's why I'm trying to do this in the first place. So anyway, Elgato make an app for the iPhone. Let's get to that. Screen Link it's called. And basically the idea is that instead of using like an AirPlay hack like many of these sort of AirPlay receivers ultimately use, they've gone through the sort of process of doing it how Apple want you to. The issue with that is that it doesn't seem to work that well. Like the AirPlay ones, there's a delay, don't get me wrong, but not much of a delay. Whereas if we use this, we'll just show you how much of a delay there is. So here's my phone. We don't need to press that. I don't know why I'm doing that. Drag it down, go to the record button. Screen Link is selected. Start broadcast. Go back to my phone so we can see how quickly. Oh my god, I haven't even got it shown up. Apologies. In order to make this fair, I'll stop that. I'll make it show up. Right. Forgive me, it's like my first time. So okay, let's go back through this. So we are going to go there, Screen Link selected, start broadcast. And you can see how long it takes to show up on the actual screen. It says it's connecting, we're all falling asleep. I mean, the reality is right, okay, so we're here. But if we look at how quickly it responds, so I've done a little shake, changed the icons, and let's see how long it takes to show up. I mean, the number of the time at the top is showing the same, so it's within a minute at this point, but I mean you can see it still hasn't moved. We're all dying of old age. Alright, there we go. So I mean, yeah, not exactly going to make for some thrilling commentary, is it? I mean, I ideally was going to go and review stuff on Instagram. That was why I was doing this. But the time that it's taking to go through is insane. So, I mean, am I doing something wrong here? If I quickly go here and I'll try and show you my settings that I've got here. I've tried it with a bunch of different settings before making this video, but I'll show you what they are now anyway. Oh. Can't really read that, but let me just say max resolution native, bitrate 6 megasecond, and buffering is adaptive, and it's at 10 seconds at the moment. And let's just see. I mean, it seems to be a lot more than 10 seconds. I wonder if I can make it, if I make it 2 seconds, what happens? I mean, we're in a totally different app at this point. What resolutions have we got? Let's make it 1080p because that's going to be less than, and make it 4 meg. That's going to make it less than native resolution. I'm going to stop the broadcast and start it again because this is freaking painful. Screen link is selected. Start broadcast. And still pretty painfully slow, comparatively speaking. Let's have a look and see if I stop this broadcast. I've got another app called Lonely Screen, which is an AirPlay receiver. Let's see what we can do here. So I think I'm gonna have to. How do we add this in? Screen capture device or window capture. There we go. So hang on, let me just shrink that down a bit so that we're not. Okay, so it won't let me go any thinner than that. So that's annoying. Let's just make this the right sort of size, and then I can resize it in OBS. I mean, obviously I can crop out all these weird little things like the settings button and stuff, but let's see what the responsiveness is like. So I mean, how can you argue against this? I mean, as much as I want to use the proper Elgato thing, I'm using Elgato for my camera, but I mean, that is shocking, like how much more responsive I mean, Lonely Screen, don't be wrong, I haven't got the paid for version, I don't use this enough to justify it, but if I was going to pay for one of them, it's like I think 10 quid for the Elgato one here that I can't get to work properly. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know, because trust me, I want to give it a fair crack, but this is ridiculous. How am I supposed to do like a live stream and do stuff on my phone with I mean, it said 10-second delay on the app. I mean, yeah, no, miles more than 10 seconds. So that's really good. I mean, this is almost real time. Where are we? Almost real time. I'm trying to find something that I can load up, which isn't gonna. I mean, half my apps don't work anymore. They're all old stuff. But I mean, you can see that there. That's nearly real time, and the other one was not. How are you supposed to? How are we supposed to do things? I mean, I'm not even necessarily blaming Elgato for this, because they're trying to do things the right way, the Apple way, and their app seems to be crippled in comparison. Now, are they big enough to pester Apple to get it to work properly? I don't know, but certainly Lonely Screen, which isn't even like particularly a good one of these, it's just, excuse me, one that I found that worked. I think like Reflector and Air Server are probably the ones I would go for if I was to purchase one. But it's just so happens to be one that I have on my computer. And it is significantly better in terms of everything I want to achieve. I don't think it's got a 15-minute limit on it either, which I think the Elgato one has, but in fairness, it does come up with like a nag box, if I recall correctly. But anyway, the reality is if I was going to buy one, the demo of Lonely Screen compared to the demo or the free version of Elgato Screen Link, there's only one show in town. Now, hang on, let me turn this off. Let's have another go just to prove. I mean, I have to Close that down. Go back to the phone. Sorry, I'm not trying to do anything dubious and make it not reasonable. Screen link selected. Start broadcast. I mean, even that, like, it's so much slower. And that in the settings had 2 second delay or 2 second buffer. That isn't 2 seconds. So when it was saying 10 seconds, you can obviously extrapolate that distance apart. It's ridiculous. I might post this up in the Elgato Reddit and see if I'm doing something horrifyingly wrong. And if I am, I absolutely apologise. I'm not trying to like rinse out a company for no reason. I'm not trying to rinse out a company at all. The reality is all I want to be able to do is talk away to you guys, do stuff on my phone, and not be sitting there thinking, blah blah blah, I'm talking about something, and in 10 seconds or more time it will come up on the screen. I want to be able to like chat away to you about what I'm seeing on my screen, and you guys be able to see it there nicely. Very frustrating. Anyway, that's enough of this, because a rather unsatisfying bit of a technology doing, and I apologise, but basically if you have any insight into how I might improve this, or better things than Lonely Screen or whatever it was I was using, Lonely Screen, I'm happy to hear about it. Ideally free. I'm all about the free, open source if possible, but at the same time, I'm not against paying for something if it's good. I want the Elgato one, which does it how Apple wants, to work properly, or fast enough that I can use it, because I want the easy life. Back in the day, I used to use like dodgy software and all that sort of stuff. Nowadays, everything I've got is legit, because I cannot be bothered with stuff not working properly. So let me know what you think. If I've done something wrong, I'm keen to know, because I want to get this to work properly. Anyway, take it easy.